Hello everyone, this is Declan. Today I want to introduce a book series called 비타민 한국어. As you can see here, it has 6 volumes, and from volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it has audio resources through free MP3 download. So when you study with this book, when you need audio file, then you can access to the file through this QR code, and then you can listen when you study here. But for volume 6, it doesn't have QR code on the pages, but it has CD backside, so you can play CD and then get audio file when you need with this book. Well, this book is designed to study Korean for who wants to study Korean from the very beginning. So let me show you with this volume 1. So volume 1 and actually volume 2, it's written in Korean and in English. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So everything is in English, in Korean and English. So if you are totally new to Korean language, I think it's okay to study with this book because it gives you an understanding what's happening in this book in English. So if you are okay to understand English, then I think you can follow with what this book is talking about. So in volume 1, this book consists of 5 chapters, and each chapters there are 3 units. So and especially in chapter 1, this book is talking about Hangul, which is Korean alphabet. So because you're totally new to Korean language, you need to learn from the alphabet. So they spare this chapter 1 to learn Korean alphabet. So if I can show you briefly, they talks about what is Korean language and how this Korean alphabet is made, or how many alphabets there are for consonants and vowels. So it starts with from very basic, like single vowels, single consonants. So it gives you opportunity to read, write, speak, and write, and so it's very a combination, and it goes on more as it goes on, it gets more complicated, as you may expect. So from consonants and vowels, it goes on like syllables, and like it gets to words, and yes, so it goes on like that. And from chapter 2, well, in chapter 1 we learned about Korean alphabet. So from chapter 2, it's more like a real life conversational Korean. So it's very practical Korean. So it's like introduction, greeting. So you can study Korean, practical Korean in various ways. So grammar, vocabulary, and conversational dialogue, and grammar, and practice to write and speak, and yes, so it goes on like that. And you have tasks. So I think this page is designed to study and practice in class setting or group setting. So it goes on like that. So throughout the book, everything has in Korean and in English, so you can follow what's going on, as I mentioned before many times. So yeah, chapter 1 and volume 1 and volume 2 similar. So like we saw in volume 1, it's still, yes, everything Korean and English. So in volume 2, transportation, life, shopping, public institution, and leisure time. So it has 5 chapters, and it's divided into 3 units per chapter. And here, like you can see, in each unit you can learn how to ask or how to use taxi. So it's very practical, and vocabularies and grammar. So it's very combined. So what do you want to have for lunch? Yes, so it's more practical Korean. And from volume 3, there is no English, just Korean. And it is table of contents. And from volume 3 to 6, obviously there are 5 chapters and 3 units per chapter, but vocabulary, grammar, conversation, listening, reading, speaking, writing, and task, and culture. So it has more contents to study. So not much more pictures or painting, but yeah, you need to figure out what you are doing. So, and the topics like overseas students' life, like solving problems and introducing food, healthy life, and travel. So even the topic gets more difficult to deal with. So yeah, as the volume has more numbers, the content is getting more difficult. So yes, similar to volume 3, 5 chapters, and it's divided into 3 units, and it has vocabulary, grammar, conversation, listening, reading, writing, speaking, writing, and task. And like Korean people, protect environment, or information usage, human relationship, and family and society. And even the topic gets more complicated to express or communicate. So for example, it's second unit for chapter 1. So it's more like courtesy. And so it's introduction, and then vocabulary, grammar 1, 2, 3, and then conversation, dialogue, listening, reading, speaking, writing, and then task. So it goes on like that in chapter 4, volume 4. Volume 5. Well, similar. It has 5 chapters, and it's divided into 3 units. So individual and society, media and information, economics and culture, language and life, and future and science. So yeah, even the chapter topics getting more complicated, and it has reading in volume 5, and then grammar, speaking, listening, writing, and expression. So in this expression section, it has more like phrase or sayings or what's the word? Idioms, yes, and culture. So in volume 5 there are reading. So wow, in chapter 1 unit 1, it's introduction, and this is what we are going to study in this unit. And then there's reading, and then grammar, speaking activity, and listening, writing activity, and then expressions like sayings and idioms. In chapter 2, unit 2, introduction, and another reading. So I'm sure that you can notice more contents, more words to study, and then as it goes on, and also as the volume numbers are getting bigger. Yes, and then let's look at the last volume, volume 6. See, yeah, it's 5 chapters, 3 units per chapters, and reading like volume 5, similar to volume 5, readings, and grammar, speaking, listening, writing, and expressions that like idioms or phrase, and yes, all the sayings and like that. So like okay, this way. Pop culture, K-pop's history, grammar, speaking, listening, writing, and expressions, and watching movie, Korean movie, grammar, speaking, listening, writing, expressions. So it goes on like this. So far we have the look on this book series, and then we had a look in each volume. So I hope this video clips helps you to understand how this book is designed, and yes, give you help to find the right book for your Korean study. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.